What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel on this happy Sunday of this Christmas week. Before we begin, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's get into today's team builder. It's a little bit change of plans. I know last week I said we're going to do a Jolteon team, and don't worry, that Jolteon team will come. But to celebrate Christmas, I figured it was more appropriate to celebrate the new Pokemon game that come out, Pokemon Legends ZA. I have not played it as of this recording because I'm still in school, recording it on Thanksgiving week. So this is helping me get through it until the semester's done in about 2 weeks time, literally 2 weeks time, and then I can actually play the game. On this Christmas week, we're doing a Kalos team captained by what I picked as my starter, Greninja, Black Starter Greninja. So let's get into it, shall we? So Greninja leading the charge of our Kalos team, running its same set that we ran in the Lodi set way back when. Protein Choice Specs, Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, Extra Sensory, and Ice Beam. So again, 122 speed is a very high speed tier, right? So that's max speed, max special attack at 103. Coming off with Specs, so that's about plus 50, so about 153 plus or minus a few points there. And with Hydro Pump, Stab with Terra Water, that's like our nuke button right there. Dark Pulse for general coverage, Extra Sensory for fighting types, Ice Beam for water ice coverage. That's near perfect coverage. Greninja here, one of the best starters ever made, and here to show out again. Hopefully it'll do the same results as it did way back when. Making a debut, though, you've probably seen it in the raid battle videos, Ikageso, My Friend Malamar, makes a debut here in the battle formats, running a, this is the set I ran in Gen 6, so Jolly, max attack, max speed with a sash, but it's not the lead. 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be the lead. Superpower Cycle Cut, knockoff Topsy-Turvy. So Topsy-Turvy basically reverts the stat changes. So if, let's say, you are contrary Leaf Storm Superior and I'm Topsy-Turvy, now instead of your special attack being raised, your special attack is now reversed. So if it was a +2 boost, now it's at a -2 decrease instead now. And then that allows us to live the hits, get superpowers going to boost our own stats because of the contrary, and then Cycle Cut and Knockoff for just near perfect coverage there, nuking a lot of things, doing a surprising amount of damage. 73 base speed is very middling though. That is the one weakness of this Pokemon, but when Malamar gets going with the superpower, it is very hard to stop. So it's not meant to be a sweep. It can work as a sweeper if the opponent is very weak, but Malamar's here is kind of to be a very good chipper, so hopefully it'll chip a lot of items off and get a lot of damage off before going down. Right? It's guaranteed to live because of Sash. Innocence, the Goodra, makes a return. You know Goodra by now. AV, Goodra, Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Sludge Bomb. Same exact spread, same exact moveset as last time it was here. The Pseudo Legend, it would be a shame to not use it, so that's why it's here. Blair, the Delphox, makes a debut as well. Nasty Pot, Flamethrower, Psychic, and Dazzling Gleam. Delphox was my second choice as a starter. I know that it gets a Mega because of the Pokemon channel. I don't know how it is competitively, but out of all the 3 Kalos starters, I love the fact that Delphox finally gets a Mega and it's floating on a broomstick. I really love that aesthetic. It's a very nice mon, so I figured I might as well use it here. Delphox running again, so Fire, Psychic coverage, near perfect coverage, only getting walled out by Chi-Yu and Houndoom, Fire Dark Pokemon. But we have the Dazzling Gleam there to finally hit them at general coverage there. Terra Fairy to deter Dark types and Ghost types, and we can hit them very hard with Dazzling Gleam. Delphox is 104 base speed. That's going to be important because I did not know the speeds here in the video, so you'll see me making plays and be shocked that Delphox doing work. 114 base special attack with a Nasty Plot will do a lot of damage, so expect Delphox to be a special sweeper and literally punching holes in our opponent's teams. Wither, the Trevenant, makes a debut, a Choice Banded Trevenant, not a set I usually run. I usually run a more specially defensive one because it has more special bulk by 6 points. But you'll be surprised, this thing actually can eat a lot of hits really well, but we're making use of that 110 attack there. Adamant because 56, we're not going to really be outspeeding a lot of things. Running a Natural Cure to get rid of burns if we are ever so burned when on the switch out. But then with Poltergeist at 110 power, coming off 110 attack with a Choice Band, that's going to do a lot of damage. Paired with Terra Ghost for the most part, but don't be surprised if this does change to the defensive Terra Normal in the sets as well. But Poltergeist does a lot of damage. Horn Leash for recovery, and Ground Rock coverage, and Earthquake and Rock Slide. Trevenant is a near perfect mon in this moveset because it can hit everything and get a stab Ghost. Ghost is very hard to defend against, and we have really good coverage in the back to block it if it does run into a dark type. But Trevenant is a monster. It's an underrated monster. I didn't use it, but coming out of the Gen 6 meta when I was learning how to play competitive Pokemon, Trevenant became one of my favorites out of Kalos, so that's why we're running it here. And of course, everyone's favorite sets of keys. Dangler makes a return. Different moveset though, is not running its Spike set, it's running a dual screen Thunder Wave Dazzling Gleam set, although it would be alternative moveset with that Foul Play Spikes, Dazzling Gleam, Foul Play moveset that we do run, but bold nature nonetheless. The only difference is that we have hazard setting and leftovers versus screen setting and light clay. So hopefully Dangler will be a good supporting mon if we ever get into that pinch. This is the team in all of its glory for this Merry Christmas week. Yes, this is going to go up on the Christmas week there on the Sunday. Thank you guys again for supporting the Soul Link that's been going on, and I hope that you guys are continuing to enjoy that type of content there. Let me know down below, I can make more. But this is a team in all of its glory. We have Blackstar Greninja as the team captain. In terms of leads, of course, you'll be thinking Dangler, but I think Wither will be a great lead because we can just fire off high-powered poltergeists, and even if we Terra Ghost, that's just gonna nuke a lot of things. So yeah, and then we have the Terra Normal to be defensive, so expect that to be interchangeable as well, depending on how the sets go. Malamar is a chipper. Delphox is like kind of our clutch bot in case we need help. Goodra's our wall, of course, and then Greninja there to really carry it home. So hopefully this team does well. Kalos, not a lot of Kalos representation. It's Scar V, of course. This is the best that we can work with. Of course, there's like Noivern, Pyroars, Chestnuts, and of course you might be, if that really sets you off, if not seeing Chestnut here, I apologize. It just was not working when I tested this team with Chestnut. So that's why we chose Trevenant there. But still, we have Fire Water Grass Core, Dragon Steel Fairy Core, and Ika Gesso there to bring up the rear. Thank you guys again for watching and all the support. Have a Merry Christmas. Stay safe out there. Spread love and happiness. And see you in the battles. Until next time, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye for now.